Shalom, shalom. First off, I'd like to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me. Also, would like to say peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect, the Akim that's pushing his word in all sincerity and faith throughout the four corners of the earth. For the Akwaf, the sisters who watch and believe, shalom to you as well. Shalom to the new fruit, the new believers, the new viewers coming into this truth. Um, just back with another lesson. And I know recently it's been reported that they've reopened the government, but pump the brakes because I've also read a story that as far as like the SNAP, EBT, food stamp benefits, they're not gonna basically fully extend those benefits. So I know it's a lot of hope in people's hearts. They've reopened the government, things are gonna go back to how they were, but the men of the Lord who are preaching prophecy, you know, we know the real end game, so to speak. Now, any brothers that's within this truth that's affected by these things, we hope that the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai have mercy on brothers and just provide to where brothers can get their daily needs met. But to hell with these people within this world, whether it be 2/3 of you Israelites and you other heathen nations, man. Because just because they reopen the government, man, that doesn't mean that this economic system is not about to collapse. And it's a stage collapse because we already know that they're coming with a new digital system. All right. But before I just start rambling too much, I'm gonna just read a few precepts. I'm gonna start off here in 2nd Ezra 16:21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case." So a lot of people think they're in good case, especially since the government's about to reopen. A lot of people expecting back pay, government employees and stuff like that. All right. Which, if any brother that's a government worker, we hope brothers get fully compensated, But outside of that, man, to hell with these people within this world, man, that think everything is all good just because the so-called government reopened, man. All right. You can still go about enjoying Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of these, pagan holidays, like nothing ever happened. All right. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they think that they shall think themselves to be in good case." So people think they're in good case right now, man. Okay, a lot of especially people that work for the government. It says, "And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." So right in the midst of you thinking everything's about to reopen, everything's about to go back to status quo, it says that the evils are gonna grow because this economic collapse, man, it's gonna get worse and worse. Okay, it's gonna be more job losses. It's gonna be more companies downsizing. It's gonna be more of a AI takeover over a lot of these different jobs. All right, so the evils are gonna grow, man, because we know ultimately, according to prophecy, that Babylon the Great America, which we know also is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, this is also a revival of the ancient Roman Empire. The Most High has this place set up to be destroyed because the kingdom of heaven that's going to be established upon earth, it can't be established until Babylon the Great America has been thrown down. Okay, but just going into how, because people, a lot of so-called black women making videos, TikToks about losing benefits, about the government being shut down. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's looking for the government to assist and aid. All right, but they don't know that the Lord is putting the spirit on the leaders of this nation to ultimately put hell on you people, man. That Isaiah 19 scripture where it talks about the cruel Lord is becoming more and more evident every day, man. All right. So they're putting hell on the so-called citizens of America. All right, these leaders, these political leaders and stuff like that. Because even during the whole time that the government was shut down, the Congress people, the people in Congress, they went on paid vacations, and they were still getting paid. So that's just a slap in the face. But ultimately, man, it ain't gonna be no bouncing back for this place. Even though it may seem that things is reopening, they're about to compensate people for their benefits, and the air traffic controllers, they gonna get bonuses and all of this stuff here, man. This place is circling the drain, man. All right. And it's only a few key prophecies, mainly the main prophecy, Revelation 13 and 16, when they make the MARK, which we know is the CHIP. When they make that mandatory, we know that all bets is off for this place, and that's when the thermonuclear destruction is going to take place, all right, to be the nail in the coffin. But I'm going to read this here in Jeremiah 51 and 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Because people think it's going to be a healing for Babylon, man. All right? They don't really want to publicize it in the news and, these major media outlets, but it seems like we're going through more of a depression than a recession. And they're not even labeling what we're going through now even as a recession. All right? Record number job losses. Okay? A lot of these different companies just letting people go. All right? But ultimately, it's not going to be a bounce back, man. Okay? Because I don't even know what the the federal deficit is at this point. It got to be somewhere north of $30 trillion at this point. So this place it's about to be liquidated, man. It's about to totally collapse. And it's a systematic collapse because the elites that control everything, they want to bring in this new digital system. All right? So it's not going to be healing of Babylon. Matter of fact, it's going to say it. Verse 9, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You want to go on a heal Babylon campaign. If it was within your means and within your power, you would try to restore this place to make it better. You'll try to make your hell on earth condition a lot better. All right? Instead of wanting the kingdom of heaven, of a kingdom of righteousness to be set up on the earth. All right? No, our people want to be slaves in Babylon the Great forever, man. But just with a little bit more money to be able to do more wickedness, man. That's really the only problem that our people have with the current state of things, man, is that they wish they just had a little bit more money. If they had a little bit more money, they'll be cool with all of the wickedness that's going on in this place. All right? It says, Jeremiah 51 and 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And that's what's happening also. All right? A lot of people are just going into their own country. All right? Especially New York City. I think they had a change in the mayor. So a lot of people that have resources and wealth and money, man, they're going to be leaving New York, for example, and going to other states and maybe to even to other countries. And a lot of these heathen nations, they're going to go back to their own countries, man, because they can feel the collapse coming too. The only reason that they came over here is just to make profit, all right? Because ultimately the sins of this place have reached the heavens, and the Most High is about to intervene, all right? But, yeah, I'm going to get this real quick too, because I was saying earlier that America, Babylon the Great, is also spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, pursuant to what? Revelation 11 and 8. Because on the back of your dollar bill, you got pyramids, and this place really, especially the higher luminaries of this place, they're into a lot of the ancient Egyptian customs and witchcraft. All right. But this is Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. And that's talking about 2/3 of our people, you Israelites, man. You believe everything that this government tells you. Our people still believe that they have voting power and that your vote really matters. But they don't take counsel of the Lord. All right? They don't understand that it's a spiritual reason why you're in the predicament that you're in collectively as a nation of people. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And sin to sin, adding sin to sin, that's pretty much iniquity, man. You know? And that's what our people have become. Just beast like in nature, man. Not having any boundaries or borders when it comes to wickedness. And Babylon the Great, America, spiritually Egypt, that has allowed our people's wickedness to increase dramatically, man. They can do whatever the hell that they want to do, okay? Especially with social media and all of that, man. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. And the modern day pharaohs is these presidents, you know, these governors, so-called leaders, you know, of the states, and you know, the federal leaders in Congress and all of that. So our people still trust in this whole political system, all right? They trust in the military, but our people don't trust in the Heavenly Father, though. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the power that created the heavens and the earth, the power that led the Israelites out of Egypt during the Exodus and, you know, drowned Pharaoh and his army. It says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And our people trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. All right? Our people wholeheartedly trust in this American system. So they're going to go down with the ship. They're not going to trust in the Lord. All right? Our people don't have an expectation of something way weightier and greater outside of America is going to be set up after this place is thrown down. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, in the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And our people are going to be left, all people really, but I'm talking about namely 2/3 of our own people, man. They're going to be in a state of confusion and perplexity, man, as these plagues really sink in on modern day Egypt. Okay, just like the plagues hit ancient Egypt, man. America, you know, which we know through the spirit is also Egypt, man. It's about to be hit with plagues. That government shutdown, that's just a minor plague. There's more plagues to come. And our people's trust in the shadow of Egypt is going to be their shame, man, because they're going to go down with the ship. On the other hand, the elect, starting with the 144,000, the prophets, man, we have salvation to look forward to in the midst of all of this destruction. All right? The one who the world calls Jesus Christ, which we know his true name is Yahweh Shah, is going to come to deliver the elect right in the midst of this destruction. So we want this place to collapse, because the sooner Babylon the Great America's collapse, the kingdom of heaven can be set up. Salvation can draw nigh. Our bodies can be changed, man. Okay? So we're looking for that renewal process, man. And it has to come through one way, man. It has to come through Babylon the Great, America's fall. All right? So to hell with this place, man. You know, to hell with all these holidays that's coming up. And to hell with you scoffers, you mockers, you naysayers. All right? Because prophecy is setting the course of everything that's happening right now, man. All right? Like brothers been saying, man, prophecy is literally jumping off the pages. And we know exactly what's going on through the Spirit, all right? Because the Lord has forewarned us through the Scriptures. So, Lord willing, we take heed and hold fast to the faithful word to Yahweh Shah comes to deliver us. So with all being said, I'm on my lunch break. I just want to put up a quick lesson. So Lord willing, this edified. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakapadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect.